Hi guys, Darren Simmons here, Game Institute. Welcome back to the Build the City tutorial. Okay, so last time we showed you the city, we made a bit of a road going along here, and we put a couple of extra buildings down. We're going to enter this, or at least we think we are at the moment. The game's not finished yet. We're going to enter this city via a manhole cover from the sewers, which we can probably just copy that one over because I don't think. Yeah, so we want to kind of bring that over. Like sort of that area. Oh well, we'll put it about there. Okay, we've got a little bit of terrain problem there, so we'll just flatten that down. We might just get away with being able to smooth it out actually. So look, if that solved it. No, a little bit more. Okay, what we're going to have to do, I think, is drop it down slightly. So opacity 0. Whoops, silly me. Remember, hold shift for down. There we go. Bring a bit more of the road out. That should be okay now. A little bit there as well. Bring that down too. We've got Z buffering going on. That'll do for now. So yeah, we can have a cover about there. I think we'll be okay. Okay. So we want to be able to walk along here. There's a bit too much grass there for my liking, I think, but we can worry about that later. This bridge can stay. So I think what we'll carry on doing is working on this bit here. Alright, so we will get rid of some trees and we'll put another block there, like that. First of all, let's get rid of some of this terrain, because it's a little bit finicky. So we'll flatten some of this terrain out. Because there's too much. It's too raised for what we want. So brush size, we'll do opacity. 1. Oh, it's better just to type it in actually. Oh, not 10. 1. Okay, and then we'll bring it down like this. It's going to be far too bumpy. And then we can basically take it a lot further out. We need to. It's easy to do. Anyway, so it's a bit more of a gradient there. We'll get rid of the trees. The trees there. Not the grass, the trees. Oh, goodness. Right. Just for now, we can put them back in afterwards. It's not a problem. But we're going to have buildings here, so we'll about them afterwards where we want to put them. So we'll take another one of these buildings straight away, which is building 5, and we'll duplicate that. And we'll put that one like that. Then we will bring the terrain up around it again. Just like we did before. Very easy to do. Around there like that. Yeah, and we're a bit overgrown at the back here, so let's bring the terrain down here at the back. Just so at least they've got some view from the back window. Then we'll bring it up a bit here again. Hit there. There we go. So you can see how we're carving in. We're building ourselves another little street here. I'm not sure whether Mandy's store would be any good there, but signpost, I think we can get rid of that, or what we'll do is we'll slide it over, actually, because it is quite cool. For now, we'll just stick it over here. Okay, and we can put another beautiful little house here. Get rid of the trees. Okay, and let's find something to put in here. We can probably slide Mandy's over a bit. Take the terrain down again. You know, you get the idea. I like that. It would be a little bit overgrown with grass, I think. You know, I've taken it a bit too much there. So just by doing like slight brush strokes. Now, if you've got one of those pens, I mean, it'd be perfect for that. But it's actually, it's quite enjoyable. It's quite enjoyable, I have to be honest, because you can just tweak and tweak and tweak to your heart's content. Yeah, that'll do for now anyway. I usually like to put it all down and then go down and make it a bit more, I don't know, detailed after I've put the buildings down. So go back to post-apocalyptic. In fact, now what we could do here, no, we'll keep this street looking post-apocalyptic T. So what we'll do is we'll put, we'll copy another one of these buildings over. We'll duplicate them over. We'll bring it over. And it hasn't duplicated. There it has now. So put it here, flip it around. Remember holding the control button, we'll spin it perfectly. Like that. There we go. We can probably drop it down a bit on this side. Whoops. Yeah, like that. Back to the terrain tool. Make it a bit bigger actually. There we go. Slightly underneath. Just so it looks more grounded. There we go. Bring that up a bit. Actually, we'll bring this up like that, and then we'll smooth it out. Like that. There, as you can see, we've got a bit of a problem with the train at the back there, and I've got my mouse button stuck. There we go. So let's bring. Actually, we might be able to smooth it first. Actually, might be an easier way of doing it. No, it's going to take too long. Put it on one. That sort of thing. Like so. Smooth it. So we can make the brush a bit bigger here. There we go. There, it just gives a more natural look to it. So straight away, then we're walking down the street, and oh, look, it's looking more built up. I think we can probably leave that sign there, bring it across slightly, like that. Yeah. Right. This now is this terrain is just much too. What's the word I'm looking for? Abrupt. Like that. Like that. Because we are going to want to walk kind of to the outskirts of this bit. And if you can't walk over some of this ground, because it's too high. It's going to cause a problem. Then we go back to the smoother. And we just, can you see it all just smoothing in now and just making a more kind of natural looking terrain. There we go. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. There we go. So there you have it. And you can just literally just carry on going as long as you want, to be honest. But this whole region is going to be gated. Obviously, you've got this much terrain to work with. You've got quite a bit of terrain to go on there, so you can make the city as big as you want. What I'm going to be doing is, obviously, you've got the bit of city you can walk in. On the outskirts, I think I'm going to be bringing some hills up quite high, and then right in the distance, you're going to see other kind of buildings and stuff. In the distance, some smoking, some on fire. Okay, so that's the first bit then. Where have we gone? It will take you a while to get used to the map. Okay, so we come up there and ding, 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 ding. Okay, so our next bit then, so we can go from here. We want to be able to have a nice walking transition back up to this next bit. As you can see, this isn't really a smooth walking transition. So what I did on this bit, if I remember rightly, I am going to leave that there. I'm going to make this bit easier to walk up though. So we're going to smooth it like this. And our character should be able to, you've got to be careful because when you go back in, you'll see some of the rocks are floating. So you have to move them all around and make sure they're definitely rooted to the ground. A little bit more like that. So then straight away you've got more of a natural walking line. Probably do a bit on this side as well. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. And this side too. So we're going to have AI walking up and down this, so once you've done it, just double check, but it looks okay afterwards. There we go. So you see we've got a nice smooth walkway. Okay, and then we go back after it and we say, right, is there anything now that's sticking in the air? There probably is something. Let's have a look. There we go. We've got some rocks. Just bring them down. Bring them down. Right, that's a piece of road there. We won't worry about that too much. We'll just bring this a little bit up actually. Make the brush much smaller. And we'll just do this little bit here. Just bring that up so the road's at least not. And smooth it again. Whoops. Okay, something's going on here. Okay, it's the opacity. Silly me. There we go. Oh, that sort of thing. Oh, you have to remember to keep changing the tools back. Bring that bit up like this. There we go, under the road. There we go. That's better. So now we have a easy way to walk up to this bit. Doesn't matter that that's, as long as most of these structural things are actually in the ground, it's okay. Okay, so we've basically got, we can't walk there, but we can get up this way. I don't think, yeah, I'm pretty sure what I want to do here is I want to be able to get up this way as well. So I think what I did here, if I remember rightly, is I made this slightly less derelict. So I think I got rid of most of these, certainly the big ones. See what I did there? I accidentally deleted the terrain. Okay, so now we're going to try the smooth tool first to see if we can get anywhere with that. Brush size. You can see it all kind of taken into form. It's actually okay because it's actually lifting it, which is good. Which means we can keep a lot of that rubbish. Let's see what that's done. There we go. So straight away now we have this area here which can be walked up. I'm going to want to get rid of some of these trees. Okay, we can put them down afterwards, but I just want a nice walking area here. Let's go back to the terrain tool. Smooth. Want that to be smooth as well. Look, there we go. So we've got this going on here, like that. So that will then take us to this area, which is great. I think we might have to remove those trees as well, actually. For now, at least, anyway. Yeah, just so you can basically see, we're going to be making a kind of a route there. Let's get rid of that one. And that one and that one. And then we have kind of got a route, which will take us up there. There we go. And we'll go. So that leads us back onto this way. Now this road is also going to be extended right out. Over. So I'm just trying to remember. We're also going to extend this one right out. And if I remember. Oh no, that is one. This one's going to come out here. We're going to have like a hotel here. We're going to have all sorts of things. A big car park. And in this bit, I think we had like a little shanty town. But the main shanty town was, let me think, was in this area here. Okay, what I did there was I built a shanty town, almost like the buildings are no longer livable, so they've built a kind of, you know, almost like District 9, sorry, if you've ever seen that sort of shanty town. So we're going to get rid of the trees here. Can put them wherever we want afterwards. These have only just been placed anyway randomly. There we go. This is where we're going to make our shanty town. Okay. We can get rid of those because it's going to be buildings there. I'm going to put another building there. So there we go. Right. So now what we'll do is we'll level up this ground, so it's a bit more livable. Like so. There you can see it all going nice and flat. Oh, wrong tool. There we go. Okay, that looks relatively okay. We're going to have to make a little path down here, that's for sure. Perhaps we'll make it so we can walk over that way. Yeah, that's what we'll do. There we go, we're kind of leveling all this out a bit. Kind of sculpting it so it's not quite so huge. See, this bit's coming up and that bit's going down. That's kind of what we want. There we go. There we are. So we can now kind of walk up there. Perhaps bring that bit slightly lower. And the quickest way of doing that, of course. Whoops. Like that. There we go. We can now go around there and down into the shanty. Okay, so what we need to do then, we need to find the assets, and I have a feeling they're not downloaded yet, which is cool, because it means we can go to the asset store and get them. Let's have a look. No, they won't be there. Yeah, so we'll go to the asset store. So we go to window, and then we bring up asset store. We'll wait for it to load. Now I can go into my downloads. Pretty sure they're on my computer already. In fact, I know they are somewhere. So, but just to refresh your memories of how to get it from here. We're going to need to look through this stuff because it was a lot of freebies and things that came. Here we go. Stone fence. That's not it. Urban props. San Francisco house. San Francisco house was something I used in the original one, but I decided to take them out because they just didn't look that good. Okay, but shipping containers, they can come in. Okay, that's one thing we can take in. We've also got wooden bridge tiles. No, that's not something I've seen before. That might be something Gary's brought in. Pretty sure it's called Shantytown. So I should be coming up against it anytime soon. Well, it seemed to be alphabetical, but it might be under Unity assets because they were given away by Unity. Again, so many things here that you don't have to pay for. It's great. Now this destroyed city, this one here, what I did with that one, again it was free, that's the one I think I put on the outskirts, so you could only just see it. It's like in the fog. I actually forgot how many of these things we had. Here we go. Shantytown. Right. So they're actually depreciated, okay? Now, I'm not sure if that means we can't download it anymore. Yeah, it does. Not a problem. Let's go right down to the bottom, which we're going to find Unity. Yeah. So it looks like all the Shantytown buildings, there we go, like that. They're no longer available. So we're going to have to do this a different way. I am going to have to close the store. Let's close all this rubbish up here a minute. Okay, we'll leave it like that. So we'll go to assets. We'll import a new asset. Oops. Now I'm going to pause it while I find this because I know Unity puts its stuff, I think it's in program files, but to stop me boring the hell out when I'm looking around my hard drive, I'll find it offline. Okay, well you should find it under your users, app data, and then in your roaming folder. Just let me get rid of that a minute. And then you've got all this stuff here. Now we've gone into the asset store, and it should be under Unity Technologies. There we go. So we've got Interesting. Let me pause it a minute. I'm going to have to try and find out where these files have vanished to. Okay, it was my fault. Not been in the city for a while. I've not imported anything like this for a while. What you basically have to do, the mistake I was making is I was trying to bring in a new asset, which is ridiculous. What I needed to do was bring in a new package. Okay, so you go to assets, you go import package, custom package, point to your users if it providing it saves in the same place as mine. Then go to your personal username, app data. Make sure you've got hidden folders showing. Roaming, and you go to your Unity, and there you should find your assets, asset store stuff. Now I know the stuff I'm looking for at the moment for the Shantytown is in the Unity technologies. Now remember, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can download this stuff anymore. Now I'm not sure whether we can make this stuff available to you through the website. We may be able to do that. I'll have to talk to Gary and Joe about that. So we've got 3D model, environment, urban, and we've got all these shantytown buildings. Lots of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Lots and lots of shantytown buildings. We've got jerry cans. We've got dumpster, radar, tower. So we've got all this stuff here. So you kind of want to look through that and see what you bring in. See what you want to bring in. Vegetation pack. All this stuff I believe I used in the original one. Yeah, we had an SUV that I had part there. So for now we're going to bring in one of the urban things so you can actually basically see what it looks like. Shantytown Tower, here we go, we'll do that one first. So we'll bring that one in. It shouldn't take long, there we go, to bring it in, so we'll import that. Shouldn't take long to bring one item in at a time. Here we go. And there we have wooden tower. And it's coming without any of its materials by the look of it, so we need to sort out why that has happened. But that's basically how you bring those in. Let's go and import another one. Let's check we don't all come in like that. Let's try building 8. Yeah, we've got everything. Okay, let's import that. Don't think I used a tower in the original one, which may be why. Perhaps I couldn't find the right materials for it. I'll find out where that went. Where are we? Hospital, environment, energy department. Building Shantytown, would that be it? Oh no, that's a shed. There it is. Okay, we've been a bit luckier with this one. Some of the textures have come in, but not all of them. Which is really cool. Not what we wanted at all. So we haven't got any of the wall textures. Okay. So we've got, oh, for just one thing. Okay, that's a pain in the butt. So just bear with me a minute. I'll sort this one out in a couple. Yeah, there we go. I put a material on there. Basically, all it was is we didn't have any materials assigned. We can change it to standard. Yeah, let's try and change it all to standard. Sometimes these things do come in with the wrong materials, which is a bit of a pain, but it does happen. So you end up getting something like that. Now, the material's wrong, so what you'd want to do is you'd want to click on that, find a material you're looking for, which is this one, which is a brick, which I've used. Whoops. I'll just stick it on legacy a minute. Let's put it on legacy, and we just want to find the Shantytown material, but very difficult to find it amongst all these, so that's going to take a while. Just going to have a quick look and see if it's under Shanty. Or of course you can choose a complete, I mean these buildings are quite old, you can choose a completely different one. We do that one. It's just not Shanty. Brickwork is obviously not Shanty. Where are we? See, I mean, it's funny, some of the ones that actually work. For instance, that one there. It's a horrible texture. Oh, it hasn't gone all over everywhere. But it looks dirty. But yeah, still not right. So we'll get rid of that one. Oop. Just bear with me 2 minutes. The mouse is playing up for some reason. Okay. I don't know why the mouse is dragging a lot and it's making it a bit of a pain in the arse. I just blew my mouse out to see if there's anything in the laser bit, but no, there's not. So I'm going to find out where those textures have gone. They're here somewhere, but I'll have to put in the other project and see basically what the hell's going on with them. Okay, but that's how you would bring those in. I'm going to delete that because there's obviously something going on. And what I'm going to do is try and bring something else in and just see if it's only that pack or whether I've got a bigger problem. Okay, so we'll go to something else. Let's try Shanty Tank 5. Yeah, see all the textures are there. You see it says new. Let's have a look. Wooden tower, it's not that one, is it? No, that's the one we did first of all. Apartments. That's the one we did before, building 8. Just try this barricade a minute. Yeah, no, that's fine. What we have to do now is find out where the hell it went. There it is. Okay, there we go. So it's not all of them. Some of the assets are working fine. So what you could do for that one, for instance, is you could find out where the texture is. Which one is it? Is it that one? Okay, so it's this one. Whoops, this one here. And you can find, it's called Wood 01. Okay, so we'll bring in the other one that wasn't working. That one there. And then we'll find Wood 01 and we'll use that wood texture. It probably was the one they used anyway. But for some reason it's not come in on that particular one. So we've got Wood 1. There's one. There we go. And the bump map for it. Wood 1. Okay. Look, let's change it to standard. So as you can see, hasn't really worked, but you get the meaning. If you can find the right texture, I mean that one needs to be obviously scaled better than that. But if you can find the texture, it'll be easy enough to get it right. Some of these have got textures on and some of them haven't. I don't know why some are working and some aren't. But it looks like most of them are. Anyway, so basically that's where the shantytown is going to be. It'll be a little sort of road and there'll be huts everywhere. Again, I'll find out what's going on with this because it really annoying me. It really is annoying me. Let me find a little hut a minute. Yeah, see, it doesn't look like the same one. It's could be a different colour. Have I chosen the wrong one? Let's have a look. Hold on. That's not the right wood. We have that texture there. Wood 1 is not the same as that texture there, is it? Okay, so it's in the Lean 205 texture, so we can get it from there. Okay, so we'll just select. So many textures. Right. There it is there. Okay, it's that one. Is the one we want. It's wood 01. Okay. So we click back on that. And we get wood 01. There we go. There's two different ones there. There we go. Straight away you can see it's looking better. There we go. Right, that's what we want to do. So that's more like it. Okay, that's kind of like what we're looking for. This is horrible. Let's see if we can change the windows. Right, so that can now go over to the standard shader. There we go, like that. We've got the wood of the windows and doors are horrible. Hold on. Hardly any smoothness. Cruise the bottom map in a little bit. Just so there's a little bit of depth to it. Not a lot. As again, with very low poly models these. But as you can see, this is these things kind of dotted around like that, and kind of terrain tool back on a minute. I can imagine like a gravelly kind of mud thing going around them like that. That sort of thing. You know, you've got that sort of thing going on there. So it kind of creates almost a rough track. So now we can go in and just get rid of some of the grass on it. That sort of thing. You get the message anyway. There we go. So now you've got this kind of walkway. You can imagine there being a hut there, another hut there. I mean, that sort of thing, you know. Let's put that one here. Tilt it slightly. Put it down. There we go. So you can imagine looking down, you can see now with the trees around it. Let's put a few trees around it. You can imagine it does begin to look a bit more Shantyish. There we go. No, don't like that one. Maybe you can just shift and click to delete the tree. So that's kind of all we've got time for on this lesson, but hopefully it, you know, you see this grass popping in here? You can change that. Now obviously we're going to be here, so that sort of angle, so you're not really going to see it popping in that much, but I think I increased that a little bit. Then over here, we're back to the road we made first of all. That's where we're going to come up. And there's this road we made. Ready to be built on that way. We can even come up around here, perhaps we put a little path up, and then if you carry on up, it will lead you to Shantytown. Straight away, that's going to be no good. This kind of area here, which, you know, obviously when the guy that made this demo, he was just making it to show the assets off. So there wasn't a lot of care taken with the terrain as regarding what you can walk on and what you can't walk on. So if you use this pack, you will have to bear that in mind, and you will have to go over every piece of terrain just to double check it. Otherwise you're going to end up with places where the character falls into and hills that you can't climb up. But that's not too much to ask when you consider what you're getting out of your money for the, you know, from your money, because it is really a very good pack. There we go. So it's just a bit flatter. And this will be much more built up with blocks, office blocks and tower blocks, and high-rise buildings. It'll be much more built up. But you already get a fairly big piece to start with, which makes obviously your job as a level designer that much easier. Again, stuff you need to take away, stuff you need to just move around. But mainly if you want to make it big enough for a good level of a game, and we want this to feel open worldy, this level. And which it will do, because you'll be able to walk all over this level. There aren't really cars. So it's important that you make it as big as possible. And then we've got the, you know, you start off in the hospital, which is completely different to the next level, which is the sewers, which is a claustrophobic feeling, and then out of the sewers, bang, you come straight up to the open city, and it should be a breath of fresh air. So that's it for episode 2 of the Building the City tutorial. Please join me for episode 3, and we'll keep on expanding the city. I've been Darren Sims of Game Institute. Thanks for joining me.